So in this video, we're going to check out the Foscam 4 megapixel doorbell camera. See how it stacks up to one of our favorite, the Amcrest 4 megapixel doorbell camera. Well, it's got a couple software issues, I'll tell you right off the bat. I like the hardware, but hey, let's check out what's good and what's bad about it. And then you be the judge and decide which one might be better for you. So we're checking out the Foscam 4 megapixel 2K camera, however you want to say that spec. It's supposed to have AI detection. It is a wired doorbell like previously. We'll see how it compares to the Amcrest lineup in this exact spec. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of local control and maybe some other features. Let's check it out. Typical little book, and there's that typical word again. Position, book, yeah, this isn't the RTFM channel. We'll look at that maybe later if we have to. Oh, and we do have several different wedges, and I do like that they have the little built-in level, kind of like you see with those Nest thermostats that have that. Looks like this the little flat one that possibly goes on there, and then you've got all your little different wedges that probably pile on top of there as needed. And a little thicker one. Interesting, because I had this exact issue with the Amcrest ones, and I had to build it out due to the wood sits back and the brick wall actually blocks it, and the infrared actually blasts the brick wall and it blinds it. Oh, we do have, wow, what is this? USB-C. Is this also possibly to Ethernet within a USB-A? Color me intrigued. We'll have to see what this does. Okay. Maybe this might fit everybody that's looking for maybe PoE. I don't know, we'll see. So the doorbell itself, and pull this puppy off. Really leaves no question of where you should push the button. I kind of had the issue with some of the delivery drivers that are really in a hurry, that are just wanting to put the box on the door, hit the button and roll. And they sometimes you'll see their finger come out and they're like, and they just knock on the door instead, because they don't know exactly. And I thought about putting a little sticker, like a little price circle sticker on the button, because it's kind of hidden in there, and I see kind of the reason why they did that on the Amcrest doorbell. But this one's pretty cool that it's really no question where you hit, there's the bell. It's a different color, it got a lot of contrast, and maybe might have an LED behind there. Looks like a IR sensor maybe, and then a lux sensor or something like that behind there. And on the back you have some rubber plugs. So you've got your micro SD card and the reset button. And this one just says USB-C, so it's going to have the USB-C. I do like that they're using USB-C. It's about time we're finally seeing a lot of USB-C in devices. I mean, I've been using USB-C for 5-6 years. So there's your little terminals. That's going to be your regular wire terminal from your current doorbell to give it in the US. I'm not sure what other countries, but we're in the US, we're typically using anywhere from 16 volts AC to 24 volts AC to do your doorbells. And you do need to have a transformer that has enough power. Like for instance, this one, I want to say this one is it says 1875 milliamps. I forgot the actual VA. I bought this one locally at Home Depot or something like that. But of course, we'll leave the link down below if you need to upgrade your transformer. That is a common thing because some of the older homes and stuff won't have a transformer that will be able to power up some of these doorbells. So let's see what else we have in the wiring box. A big orange thing, and no, it's not that. We have not gone to the after hours store. your different screws and maybe even sheetrock or maybe brick. Extension wire nuts, silicone plug, extension wires, and the power kit. Yeah, that's going to be your same little deal that you need to put on the indoor chime. And it's not really required, but it stops it from making loud buzzing noises and stuff like that. So yeah, you just put those on the little terminals, and we'll probably go over that later. Same type deal. It's a little bit smaller, has a little sticky tape. Wire nuts, these are the little extension wires. If you, nice touch, if you don't have enough slack, and then you can just do the wire nuts if you have room for that. So no way goes like they did with the original 1080p one on the Amcrest side, but that's fine. And they do give you the little screwdriver. Is it a little security bit? Let's see if it is. Yeah, it's going to be that little, I don't know if you can see on the camera, it's that little security bit that probably goes on there and screws down on there with the screws. So let's get this powered up and we'll see how it works out and get it paired up and go from there. So the manual really doesn't talk about, it says if you can choose to use DC power, and it says to use this to power it up through USB first before, and go ahead and pair it and basically test it before you hook it up to the doorbell. So I'm curious really if we can just power this through power over Ethernet. I'm going to try that right quick. That would be very cool. So we have one. Okay, I'm not seeing a green light yet. It's kind of understandable, but that would be kind of neat if it was power over Ethernet. I'm not hearing anything or seeing anything. So it looks like it's going to have to be USB power. But I'm curious to see if it will do it over Ethernet. All right, so we do have a red LED, very, very faint. And I do have a green light showing on the Ethernet plug, so it's not PoE.
Hello, Foscam.
Hello to you too. Now they do have this kind of local control app where you can go and adjust a lot more settings than you can in the app on the phone. Now I did have issues when my internet was down due to the recent hurricane, and I wasn't even able to open this app, which was weird or troublesome to me. That why should this require the internet to be used? I don't know. And you can come in here, and I did like the ability where we can go in and change the keyframe intervals. I know the Blue Iris users are like that because you could say limit decoding if you do change the keyframe interval to match the frame rate. You can adjust on these timestamp, the device name. That was just straight up and pretty easy to go through. Same thing for doing the hue, brightness, your typical type stuff for doing video. They do have the HDR, which is good. Kind of gives you more of that wide dynamic range. Now it does let you do the face detection, but again, I wasn't able to find out how to do that and get that local notification without some sort of internet type based thing. Now they do list all the HTTP ports. You get the OnVIF port, etc., which of course we were able to add this into Blue Iris without any issue. And they actually have an article straight on their website, which we'll link down below, on how you can add that to an NVR such as Blue Iris or whatever other type of software NVR you want to add it to. The only thing for true local control people I did not find, I could not figure out a spot where you could specify a local NTP server, which is the time protocol, so it could pull the time from a local time server in case you don't have the internet or you have it blocked from the internet. That way it always has the correct time, which is very important during recordings. Now, the other thing I did not see in this settings was how do you adjust the audio quality, because the audio quality just sucked. I'll show you in VLC what I mean. So in VLC, it really tells the deal of how good or bad things are. Of course, you can see it's H.265 here. Take a look at this sample rate, 8,000 hertz. Yeah, the audio quality is horrible compared to many other cameras where you can turn up the sample rate to like 48,000, etc., where you can get some good clean audio. I mean, audio doesn't pull a whole lot of bandwidth these days. I mean, in the world of, the higher bandwidth we have with internet and whatnot, you should be able to turn that stuff up. This isn't the 90s. So we'll finish out this clip here using the direct RTSP feed straight into our video recorder software so you can hear the wonderful audio quality straight with your own ears. So in the app, to add this camera, it's pretty simple. You can just do the scan QR code. And of course, I'm getting the face detection because it's picking me up. But we'll get to that in a little bit. These dumb ads down here, I guess that's a page out of Unify's book. I don't know why they're doing that all the time. I don't want to do this. Now, they got motion detection, sound detection, and of course it's still picking up my face somehow when I block the camera. So you can share it. You got the door chimes, privacy mask, you got the Wi-Fi settings, etc. Now, where things get different, where if you want to do things for a secondary, external NVR, you do need to go and turn that on. I wasn't able to find any type of local API in here. You had the OnVIF stuff that you could turn on. Don't know why that's turned off again. I did turn that on. You have power status. Of course, it shows DC power. There's small battery inside. What face is it picking up? I have no idea. There's no face. You can set all the ringtones, the call rings, etc. I can go through all these different settings, and bore you like in some of my other videos. Also, you can't turn this sideways. So I know some people want to turn their doorbell sideways so they can see the ground more. I wasn't able to find that. You can turn it all the way. Like say I'll turn this horizontal flip on. I thought it was horizontal like I was thinking, but watch. It just mirrors it and flips it. I don't know what the point of that is. It's going to confuse the hell out of people. So nothing really too much to the app. I mean, if you want to record stuff and then you got the SD card and everything, just like your typical NVR, you can play stuff back and you can record things and you can call on there. And it was fairly quick to pull up stuff. But as you can see, sometimes it does take a while. But if I would come back out and then play it again, it would just pop right in. Don't know, maybe that's just some sort of software thing. I do see a firmware upgrade. This annoys me. It's probably some other soapbox. Don't do this, companies. Fix some bugs and stability. What did you fix? List it. I know some people won't read it, but us geeks like to read that crap. Don't just say you fixed something. So let's check out this smart service thing. Smart service can identify the human body and face and screen the human shape for reminders, reducing the false positives. Oh, well, what the hell? Why? You should be able to detect a face and everything without some stupid... Why is it even listed as free? Free trial, free smart service. No, I don't want that. What's the refresh button do? Scope of application. What the hell does that mean? Sure. We'll pick a state. What the hell? I don't even get this. Smart. No automation. When device status pressed. Task. No devices. What do you mean? See, this is annoying. It's just annoying software. Cloud. There's your smart service crap again. No, I don't want I'm not paying extra for a damn camera I just bought. Experience cloud service for free. How about we just do it for free and not just, okay, look, again, free trial for 1 month. No, I'm not buying something else for a camera we just bought that's supposed to have local control. Okay, my plan. Oh, look, they want to freaking sell me something else again.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm just not finding it. Maybe if you know how to do this, maybe I'm missing something in here. Maybe we'll update the description down below, but I have to say this just plain sucks.
We have sort of a problem here.
So chalk it up as that. Maybe I'm wrong. And correct me down in the comments down below. But what I'm looking for is something where I don't have to pay any additional thing per month just to see some motion clips, a face detection of some sort, or human detection, or whatever it may be, just like I do with other even Amcrest cameras without paying any additional thing per month, and still use the SD card and record it with some other NVR. So that'll wrap it up for this one. I do appreciate all the Patreon subscribers. Definitely helps bring new products and projects to the channel all the time. And y'all know the drill. Press all them buttons down there, and y'all take care.